Now last, but by no means least, my beautiful wife, Jess. So, I'm going to take you back to the first time that me and Jess met. Now, I'm not so sure Jess would agree with this, but on that night, she was on me, telling you. Anyway, one thing led to another, and we went out a few times, but things didn't quite work out that time. Fast forward 3.5 years or so. It was a cousin's engagement party, and I'll be honest, the only reason I went that night is because I knew Jess would be there. Things didn't quite go as well as I thought they might, so we seen her, we'd said hello and things like that. And I got home and I thought, well, I need to message her. But I didn't have a phone number, so, at that time, all I had was Twitter as a thing. So I dropped her a message on Twitter. Anyway, it worked.
When they first got together, I was repeatedly told how nice Matthew is. It did actually come to a point where I began to get suspicious that Matthew was paying people to tell me this. Especially during a taxi journey home from a visit to church, the Holy House of the Harvesters. Farouk, the taxi driver, also mentioned how nice Matthew was. I think he'd been doing some work on his house at the time.
Things did get more serious. Now, I never actually asked Jess to be my girlfriend, but it was Valentine's Day, and I bought her a card saying girlfriend on it. She never gave me it back, so... A few months went by, and we decided it was time for her to meet Ada. Now, I've never told Jess this, but it was that night that I knew I wanted to be with Jess forever. Now, Jess and Ada was both a bit quiet with each other, which is understandable. It was time for me to run Ada's bath. So I went upstairs and I run Ada's bath, and this was the moment. All of a sudden, I heard Ada laughing, and she was like really, really laughing, like I'd never really heard her before. Anyway, I'd run the bath, and I thought, I don't want to disturb him yet, so I sat on top of the stairs and I just listened to him for 5 minutes. And it was one of the best feelings that I've ever had, and I'll be honest, still to this day, I've never lost that feeling.
Your wedding day was something your dad and I had spoken about. He used to say he would have a taxi ready, waiting just in case you needed a quick exit. I know today that was not needed, as there was only one direction you wanted to go. And if your dad had been here today, he would have been the proudest man to be able to walk you down the aisle.
It is my privilege and pleasure to tell you that you are now lawfully married. Your husband and wife, congratulations, and Matthew, you may kiss.
When I started this speech, I didn't really know what to write, but once I started, I could have gone on forever to talk about how amazing Jess is. Jess is without a doubt the best person that has ever come into my life. Since we have been together, she has turned my life around and made me the happiest person that I could be. Jess just gets me, she can read me like a book, and she just knows what to say at exactly the right time. She supports me in anything I do and is always there to pick me up if I fall. Jess is also the strongest person that I have ever met to deal with everything she has done already in her life. On top of all this, she's absolutely stunning. I can't wait for what the future has in store for us, and you are the most perfect person for me to go on this journey with. So everybody, please stand and join me in my talk. my beautiful, amazing wife, Jess.
You can see Jess's eyes light up when she talks about you, Matt, and we couldn't imagine Jess doing life with anybody else. Ada and yourself bring Jess so much joy and happiness, and we can't wait to watch you grow as a family over the years to come.